what we doing. Alright, so the goal here is to turn $200 account 10K. The goal here is to turn this $200 account to 10K. How are we gonna do that? Real simple. We gonna trade market structure. We gonna catch trends. We gonna wait till price break out of consolidation, retest consolidation, and go for a 1-on-1. Simple. Now, I'm in this trade right here, and this trade right here is gonna help me double the account. It's gonna help me get from 200, 400, 400, 800, 800 to 1600, 1600 to 3200, 3200 to 6400, and then 6400 to over 10K. Get what I'm saying? So now we got this trade right here, and why I took this trade for this to be the first trade of the challenge. It's simple. Not only risk to reward, but this trade right here is going to help me double the account. So we're using the 0.39 lot. 0.39. That's a lot we're using. This is US 30 mini. And then we can obviously see right here, this is how much we're risking. Stop losses here. It's 249. And then we can also see this is how much we're going for. Our original target is right here, because this will double the account initially. That will double the account. That's why this is target 1. We made that target 1 because we know it will double the account. Now, target 2 will double the account. Will actually triple the account, because at 200 it'll be at 600, so the account will be tripled with our target 2. And then finally, because we're not setting a take profit, price can definitely get back to this area of interest, and from that the account will be sitting at 1,000. And can price snap this area? I best believe it can. Now, will it do it next week? I don't believe so. The week after that, I don't believe so. The week after that, I do believe so. Do I want to be in the trade for that long? No. So my third TP will definitely be this area. This is probably the max I want to take this thing to, is this area down here, to be honest with you. It's probably the max I want to take this thing to, or even to these levels down here. But right now we're sticking to our original target, which is this 1-to-1, double the account. Then we get in another trade and do that 1-to-1 again, and that's initially the goal. So now y'all know this trade. I'm gonna tell y'all how we got this trade. It's simple. So we trade market structure, and we started off from this daily time frame, and we working our way down. So as we can see here, give me 1 second to edit this. It's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. Bow, low, snap this daily low, price has to come see that structure, bow. That let us know that this initial run, we couldn't break this level. We couldn't break it at all. So that initial push, it just couldn't happen. We could have smashed back, we could have smashed through those levels and fully turned into a bull market. We couldn't. Bears kicked in, we retest structure, we came back down. So that already lets me know that I need to start looking for sales. Did I take entry right here? No, because I thought we was gonna break this level, so we started waking out. I left this level alone. Now, as you can see from these wicks here and these wicks here, this is where it's really clear on the 4 hour. I can clearly see that there's consolidation that could be coming. So what I wanted to see is a break and close under this area that we bought up from, which is also a high. Low, high, low, high, low, high. This is a high, it's a daily high. It's a nice area. Price close under. And we got an entry here. Should we have waited for this daily candle to close? Probably not. Because I got my entry, like I said, off of structure on a smaller time frame. And I set my stop above here. This next daily candle could come here, whip this out, and hit our target one. Really easy, especially this market is raining. So now we go back to the 4 hour. We can kind of see the structure even more better. How does that look like? High, low, high. Look what we do. We came down here, but we ain't closed above this level. Bought up, high, low, bought up, come to the structure, come back down, bow. So now what I like to see is, to keep it real short and simple, is I like this level here. I like how we came here and we tested it, right? That's price respecting structure. We made a level here, we came here, I like how we retested it, right? That's perfect. And then we came back to this area and then we broke it. So now you got this level right here, you got this level right here, and then price is retesting the structure. That's the first initial entry that I could have took on this trade, which I didn't take. I don't know why. Bow. Now pay attention. Same thing. We have this area, we have this area, right? We have this area, right? Now look what price is doing to this area. So we got 1, 2, retest low, bow. Don't y'all see the resemblance? 1, 2, break, retest low, bow. So what you think is gonna happen here? 1, 2, retest low, bow. That's what we're going from. And then now, as you can see, once we get to our first target and we snap this area, price has every right to want to come down here. It has every right to want to come down here. It has every right to want to come down here. Every right. Just want to come and play around here, just fall. This is our last area. After that, price can literally come to this zone all the way to here and even potentially snap this area. Then when you look at the macroeconomic factors, you got the trade war, you got Trump versus Powell, you got Trump versus China. Like, it's so much going on. You got the tariff you got the tariffs negotiations, you got the 9-day pause on tariffs. You also got the debt plan, which I honestly think that it's going to take some time to even kick in. So with all those factors coming in, you see economically we're extremely bearish. Chart wise, it looks amazing. Like I said, bow, bow, bow. What you think gonna happen? It just makes so much sense. And just to make it seem even better for you guys, you can see here, bow, 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 came here, bow, 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 bow. Pay attention. So now, okay, bam. You got this level, you got this area here, got this area here, got this area here, bam. Come here, we respect the structure, bow. See how price respecting structure, that lets you know that we don't want to break above the zone. Now what we're going to do, we're going to start coming in a downtrend. So now we have this level, this level, this level. So this is a low that needs to get retested. That structure. If price snaps the low, we're going to retest the low, and those are the trades we want to take. We want to take the trades with the trend. Another person that I see that's extremely good at this is, what's his name? Alex G. Now, I definitely can give him credit because I always traded structure, but I never traded overall structure. I like to trade 15-minute structure. Like I like to trade smaller time frame structure and get my trades off of that. That's how I was approaching the markets, and it was good, but it wasn't efficient. It wasn't really giving me what I was needing out of this market. And a good example of me trading a good 15-minute structure is perfect. This is a great example. Let's look for 930. Bam, 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 bam. 930 come here. This is a great example. You got a low, you got a high, you got a low, you got a high. Price snap this area. So what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait till price come here, and I would initially take a short right here because of this area here. I'll initially take a short and try to scalp 100 pips out of here. And if it doesn't break, look what price also can do. Price breaks it and comes back and retests the same level because it's like a shoulder, if that makes sense. It comes retest the same low that we broke above. Now we're retesting it, and then we come back, we make another high, and look what price doing when we get here. Wow, these are trades that I would take. I always take it off the smaller wick, so it will be this wick right here. So it looks like something like this. Wow. Get in. And me, I will always target 100 pips. And I'm risking no more than half of my 100 pips to make that. So you're talking about a 1 to 3. A 1 to 3 risk to reward. It's perfect. That's what I'll go for. 1 to 3, 1 to 5. But what I realize is with those type of scalps, when you're trading structure, depending on what type of style of trade you like, depending on your personality. Me, I don't necessarily enjoy being right or wrong too fast. Like I prefer to take the overall trend, like the overall take the trade of the overall direction, and price letting me know if I'm right or wrong in a longer duration of time. Because when you're getting in the smaller time frame, you're taking the same structured trade on a smaller time frame, but price is letting you know if you're wrong or right so quick. And if you're an impulsive person, you're not as a disciplined person. You can even be disciplined. It's just in your nature. We are humans, and we all have things that we just not so good at. You're gonna want to get back in another trade and price that you know if you were right or wrong so quick. Remember, this thing's happening in 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes even 30 seconds. And we're trading US 30 now. And to pour onto that, you also got to take into consideration the amount that you're leveraging. I would do this type of leverage on a 50K account or 150K account. If it's live personal funds, I would do it on a 5K account, 10K account. So now you're leveraging and you're like price hitting you out for 500 bucks. You're going for 1500 because that's your reward on 300 pips. But at the same time, you're losing 500 so quick. But now if I get in that same trade and just trade the overall trend, overall direction, and I lose that 500, but it takes me 1 to 3 days or just a longer period of time, or I'm taking an overall structural trade to let me know, and I'm knowing that I'm wrong, I'm like, I can take that. It took me 3 days to be wrong, lost 500 next trade, and it helps me trade less. But now if I'm doing this Monday through Friday, and I'm doing on a smaller time frame, which is intraday trading or scalping, 500, that's bad. But if I'm trading the overall direction, if I'm wrong, if I take it on Monday, like I took this on Friday, I might be in this trade till this week Wednesday. And if I'm right, I look for the setup, and my next setup might not come until next week, which is better for me because I just with the account. And I'm positioning myself to take the 400, 800, and we just keep going from there. And we take it less trade, be able to sit back and watch price action play and look for our next setup. So it just makes more sense for me. So I really respect Alex G for that, because what he taught me was, bro, trade the same thing you're doing on the smaller time frame intraday trading, which you were very successful at. Just do it on a higher time frame. You're gonna make more money. You're you're gonna trade less. You're gonna be able to leverage more, if that makes sense. You are already gonna lose those three. You already guaranteed. We're all bound to lose 2-3 trades in a row. And if 500, 500, 500, 1500, why not take that 1500 on the overall structural trade? Have a bigger stop and way bigger TP like this. This is a 1-to-1. I'm trying to flip this account. So 1-to-1, 1-to-2. Have a trade like this, risk that 1500, and you double it and you make 1500. But you're only taking that shot one time because it's gonna take time to pay out. So now you trade less. That was my whole thing when it just came to trading structure overall. What made me really get into this trade right here, which is weird, this normally doesn't happen, but is when price came here, broke, closed. I was expecting this candle to come with this area and start making our way down, but that's not what happened. It broke above. Price still wants to come see this structure, probably even this structure, and we came here, respected it, and this ends up being a loser. This is still a good trade. It's an A+ setup. Could I have gotten a better entry? Fuck yeah. But is this a great shot that you could potentially catch the overall trade to send this thing to a bear market? Oh yes, you can. And how it's looking like here, pending. I honestly feel like price can come into here. Price can definitely come into here. That's my final zone. Like, I wouldn't mind TPing right here. So I'm actually gonna I wouldn't mind, like, for this being my target 3. I wouldn't mind that. Copy. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind taking price all the way down here. This will make straight on 1-3. I wouldn't mind that. Can price come down here? Fuck it. But overall, I have no problem closing right here. But can price get down there? Fuck yeah. Can price snap this area? Hell yeah. Yes, this is a very, very serious zone because price originally came here and bought up. But then when you look at all the economic factors, bro, especially heavy coming from this structure, price can definitely come here and break this area without a doubt. Without a doubt, price should come here and break this area. Will it take time? Fuck yeah. But I'll probably be in that one, probably not. Can this thing hit my target too? Hell yeah. But it's gonna be a week for sure. It's gonna be a week. This is gonna be a week. I do feel like being a good trade. I do feel like this is gonna play out perfectly. We did close above the zone. All I need is for this candle is to hit me one of these. Probably open down here and retouch this area. Bow. Bow, probably come retouch the structure. Bow, retouch the structure. Bow, that's what I need. I'm good, but initially this is my target. It's the area that I'm going for. It's the area that we gunning for. I believe we're gonna hit this target. And this is gonna be our first initial hit to this 210K. And I can't wait till y'all see that. Because bro, it's possible for anybody to be able to do these type of flips. And I truly believe y'all can do it too if I can do it. I'm not using one of my 5, 10K accounts. I'm on a $200 account. This is our balance. This is our profit loss, our equity. This is the live account. So we're gonna come back on Sunday and see how we open up. And we're just gonna go from there. It's our final target right here. We hit it, we hit it. We don't, it's a great trade. But our first trade definitely needs to be a win. It's definitely going to give us the cushion to be able to keep doing these doubles. And obviously our next trade we can go for our double on that. But with that being said, we'll see y'all in the next one.